Okay, here's the video for my concept map for the membrane structure and function terms. I have it broken down a few different ways, but the main two that it's focused on is the plasma membrane and the phospholipid bilayer. We started with the plasma membrane because the phospholipid bilayer is a part of the plasma membrane. We have saturated fatty acids and non-saturated fatty acids in the plasma membrane. Now, anything associated with the plasma membrane may be associated with the phospholipid bilayer. They are connected. Some molecules that are included in the plasma membrane include proteoglycan, glycoprotein, detergent molecules, amphipathetic molecules, sterols and steroids, and vesicles. Something they both share are membrane proteins. These are just all the different membrane proteins grouped together. There's the lipid-linked membrane-associated protein, transporter membrane protein, anchor membrane protein, receptor membrane protein, enzyme membrane protein, monolayer-associated membrane protein, protein-attached membrane-associated protein, peripheral membrane protein, and integral membrane protein. Each of these different proteins have a different function and structure on the plasma membrane. Now, going to the phospholipid bilayer, there's two different models that were created. There's the fluid mosaic model, and then this was created by Singer and Nicholson. It's this really fluid-looking model that you see a lot, and it's very detailed. The other one is the sandwich model, and this was coined by Davison and Danieli, and it's really flat or static. There's not much movement. It's very structuralized. Pretty different from the other one, but similar in the most part, from how the phospholipids are arranged. Now, with these lipids that make up the phospholipid bilayer, they have a hydrophilic head, which means they like water, and a hydrophobic tail. I put glycolipid here because those are attached to the hydrophilic heads. Now, coming back up here, we got two different kinds of transports that are in the plasma membrane and phospholipid bilayers. There's passive transport and active transport. And the difference between passive and active has to do with ATP and how it carries out the transport of the molecules. I have the channel-mediated passive transport over with the passive transport. With the active transport, there's osmosis and simple diffusion. Under concentration gradient, there's membrane channels, and the two membrane channels I saw was ion channels and gated ion channels. And that is my map. Thank you.